Yuri Zahard, more commonly known as Yuri Zahard, no family name, is a high ranker and princess of the Ha family. She also owns the Black March and Green April, two of the 13-month series ignition weapons. She is the first princess to own two 13-months at the same time since Garam Zahard. Remarkably, she is one of the most famous and therefore highly favored princesses, with much political influence throughout the tower. After meeting Bam when he entered the tower, she was quite enchanted with him and spent most of the history trying to meet him again, even embarking on the Hell train to do it. Throughout history she presented a strong connection with Urek Mazino, although her relationship with him is still unknown. Moral, Bondosa Nutra. Gostos, Saljadenhas. Intelligentsia, Mediana, similar to a random human, age, 618 years. His nickname is Zahard Zeffenberg. Stefan Effenberg is a German soccer player, in American terms, soccer player. Effenberg was known for his rude behavior on the field and rude behavior with fans. Yuri's ranking increased significantly after obtaining Green April. Many palace residents speak behind her back, saying, despite all the problems, a capable girl is capable, but Yuri proudly states that she is really a capable girl. With the birth of Yuri, who looks a lot like Ha Yurin, the Ha family put their faith in her, hoping that she would collect all the weapons of the 13-month series. Because of this, Yuri's title resembles that of her great-grandmother, Black Snakehead. It was recently revealed that Yuri is obsessed with a virtual boy simulation game called Raising Beautiful Boys, which was presented to her by Jaina Rappel Lista Zahard. Apparently, she hasn't stopped playing it since then because she introduces a character that resembles Bam. It is said that she is not really a member of Walhike Sung, but was one of the many rankers present during the planting of Wing Tree. Therefore, she has a friendly affiliation with the group. She likes to fight alone. Even among the princesses of Zahard, Yuri is a princess who was awarded the 13-month series, and this makes her very influential among the Zahard family and the Ha family. This is the reason why she still remains unharmed, despite her history of recklessly messing things up. Since Yuri prefers to do what she wants instead of doing what would be appropriate, Yuri ends up being a truly Ha family princess. Su stated that when he was planning and expanding the tradition of the Tower of God, he considered having several narrative protagonists, and there was a real chance that this could have been the case with Yuri as one of the protagonists. Bam is the first protagonist now, but there is some chance that Yuri will be centered as the protagonist in the new Bao later. In fact, Yuri is supposed to be the main focus for much later, on the princess's Bao. Therefore, only a glimpse of her was shown, and tips about her were provided, without revealing much information. However, along with Kunmash and Zahard, the two princesses will appear much later. Their relationship with Bam will play an important role in the history of God's Tower. She and Luro Aro were selected as regulars in the same period. Only two of them became rankers of that group of regulars. However, there is a big time difference between the moment they both became rankers. Their name means glass in Korean. Let's talk about attack power, at least at the small country level. Plus, his rose shower was so strong, mostly at the country level, he held himself against Heljo transformed and shouldn't be drastically weaker than him, bigger with Green April ignition, kept with a casual essence of bravery form Call Avon for a short period of time and later fought against it when serious alongside Karika and Evankal, probable country level, more powerful than before after lighting the Black March and Green April at the same time and being possessed by the ghost of 13 months. He played with Heljo's subordinates and impressed him with her power. She was also about to fight him if it wasn't for Garam's intervention. Speed, at least relativistic, immensely faster than Bam's tastes. Data Iduan and Data Zahard, at least relativistic, faster than before. Comparable to Heljo transformed, force of attack, at least country class plus, at most country class, your hits could generate these levels of destruction. It managed to impress Heljo with its absolute physical strength, higher with Green April ignition probable country class durability, at least at the level of small country plus, at most at the level of country, its durability exceeds its own strength, since even Karaka finds it incredibly difficult to cause noticeable damage to it, although perceptible to it, although it could match his physical strength. Tanked Karaka's damage counter, which returns all accumulated damage, and had already absorbed his own attacks, even more with Green April ignition, survived an extremely casual explosion of essence of bravery form Kalavan, probable country level, more durable than before. Fought Garam Zahard, remarkable attacks/techniques, Shinsu control. As a high ranker with the power of Zahard, one can assume that her Shinsu control is great. Her connection to Shinsu is unique, as we knew that a ranker's anger could be detected through Shinsu by talented regulars, but when Yuri gets angry, it makes the air vibrate and the ground shake. Nuclear punch, Yuri's way of naming the punch he used as a finishing blow against Peter. The same movement was less effective against Karaka. Ha Shinsu family Hadkan, Ha Yuri's special ability, Red Velvet Sword. Yuri gathers a huge amount of red Shinsu in his hands before releasing it, emitting an attack from a massive blast radius, the kind that makes his body dwarf. Ha Yuri's a hard style, Shinsu manipulation technique, killer energy, rose shower. Yuri gathers a huge amount of red-pink Shinsu bang in the air above it. She then throws it, causing an explosion of rose petals that absolutely devastate the entire landscape, covering it from head to toe, so that no place for miles is safe. Shinsu bubble, possibly its Shinsu quality. She used the Shinsu bubble for the first time when she had to transport Bam and her friends and can also protect them from boiling acid, the dangerous liquid that was made by the workshop. Yuri Zahard can generate Shinsu bubbles with her index finger and mouth. Except for transportation purposes, Yuri can use her Shinsu bubble for offensive and defensive purposes, indicating that she actually has complete control over the Shinsu bubbles. Powers and abilities, physical characteristics over, human, immortality, type 1, specialist needle user, can use several needles to help her in battle, accelerated development, passive, she gets stronger with age, hand-to-hand combat specialist, amplification of statistics, can improve her physical characteristics and speed through Shinsu. Shinsu manipulation, extrasensory perception, can feel beings miles away, homing attack, she can control her Shinsu so she attacks where she wants. Danmaku, can attack using multiple rose bangs with a large AoE, summoning, can summon several needles and cranes during battle. Sealing, can seal your opponents in Shinsu bubbles, probable molecular immobilization via